Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been... And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Ranger Suarez.
Leading off the afternoon.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
All over that one right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Mookie Betts now. There's a strike.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out.
So much for the first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Goes down looking.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a two-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Babe Ruth in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two out, space is empty. And it's even up. Ruth matched a homer in his last game. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, and that's low.
High fly ball down the left field line. And Ricky Henderson the grab. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Yusei Kikuchi. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And it's fouled off. Kikuchi, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. That's in there. That is strike 2. Ball 1 there. That one almost got him. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Edman going back on it. And out of here. That one felt good. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0.
lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Back up that got him. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Now here is Ricky Henderson. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. Ouch, that one drilled him. Still able to get it there in time. And even with his speed, they get the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Bryce Harper.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they could just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Bouncer to second. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Back here in Philadelphia, now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One gone here.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Freddie Freeman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. To the right side, Sosa throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Enrique Hernandez stands in now and watches strike one. Edman off of first with 2 away. Fouled off down the right side. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Jackie Robinson in the box now. Takes strike one.
The count.
Tying run in scoring position here at the top of the second. This to third. Boom. They get the force, and that is that. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here comes Bryce Harper.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Nick Castellanos. Rip towards third. Fires across the diamond. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting 7, the catcher, JT Real Muto.
Here comes Real Muto. Real Muto with a homer in his last game. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Right back to him on the mound. Gets it to first, and Real Muto is out. Max Kepler at the plate.
The center fielder, Max Kepler.
In there, and it's 0-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Hernandez whips it to first. That is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 2 full. It's the Phillies 1. On to the third inning. Will Smith to the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Hit on the ground up the middle, that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Makes the catch, one down. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play. Now it's Mookie Betts. Caught looking his first time up. Late swing fouled off. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Smith stands at first with 1 out. Waves a defender for the strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And now, Babe Ruth, late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
And a pitch. Hard hit left side. Over to Sosa. And that's the 3rd out. So the Dodgers back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman, Ed Sosa.
Kikuchi back to work. The changeup missing. And that's ball 1.
That's a ball.
On the ground to first. Dives and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get it out of the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Trey Turner. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch misses. Ball 1. And downstairs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw on to Freeman. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Just missed. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. Offense held in check there. On to inning number 4. It's the Phillies 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now here is Aaron Judge. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently. Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Henderson moves under it. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside ball 1. There's a strike. Hit hard on the ground is short. In plenty of time to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter now, Ricky Henderson.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 0 for 1 so far. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
2 down, bases empty. And now here is Harper. Doubled his first time. Ball 1 to Bryce. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
That's a little bit low.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Fastball for a strike at 95. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. The 2-2. This one high in the air to left center. Ruth makes the grab, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. And that's in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. Next offering is outside. That one's in there. And now 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 2-2. On the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that skips in the dirt. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. The Phillies up by a run, and we're at the top of the fifth. On the ground, and that's just foul. Outside with a breaking ball. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. Robinson round second, heads for third.
He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the ball gap to gap, there's so much open space out there. So I think that knock was all about his approach and that willingness to just let the ball get deep on it. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
One down, runner at third. The batter now will be Will Smith. Out to short. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. In there at the knees.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And now it's even up. Swing and a chopper out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Go ahead run on base. Here's Mookie now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike. Betts in his 11th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Move over to first, trying to keep him close. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. The kick in the pit. Runner goes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ohtani, the runner at first with 2 gone. Lifted in the air out to left. Henderson drops into the glove, and that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, these Phillies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
There's a swing and a miss.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Rocketed out towards right center. Hauls it in for the out. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. And this place is rocking. His second homer this series, and they jump out front. It's 2-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he went up there, looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now batting Max Kepler. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's downstairs. And that is ball one. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. The other way, and he beats the shift, and that squirts through. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball go deep.
One out, runner at second. And here is Sosa to the plate. And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. You say
Now pitching for
new pitcher for the Dodgers, Dustin May.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And there's the strike.
0-1.
Man at second. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One out, and a runner at second. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Up the middle, Robinson throws to first in time.
the batter number 7, shortstop.
Here's Turner now. He's already homered in this game. just missed. Next offering is fouled back. Strike to the outside corner. Now 1-2. Chop to third. Hernandez over to first in time. And that'll keep more runs from coming. All set for the top of the sixth. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Babe Ruth. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Right side. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 in this one. That one fouled off. The Phils leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Bruce Sutter. Alvarado getting loose as well. Inside, just missed. On the ground, out to short. And he's safe at first.
Tough play and a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ranger Suarez done for the day, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up.
Now pitching for the
Tanner
Phillies,
Banks gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Freeman in the box now. Takes strike one.
0-1's the count.
One-run game. One out. One on. And that's down and away. Swings through that one.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. It's 2-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Next offering upstairs.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
On the ground to the left. And that one finds its way through. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First and second, one out. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman, 1 for 2.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Line drive, base hit. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score, and the Dodgers even it up. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
Picks himself up an RBI. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because As a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And up next for Los Angeles, Kike Hernandez. That's the 3rd. That's the 2nd out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Turner to first. They get the out on Robinson. Well, we go bottom 6. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. May back to work. Outside low, and it's 1-0. In the air, out towards left center. Edman hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 24.
So up next, Ricky Henderson. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up, has grounded out a couple of times. And he grounds one back up the middle to first. Schwarber out of the play. That's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Bruce Sutter. This is his 3rd time out this year. And up to the plate is Will Smith. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Got him. 1 out. Really aggressive at the plate and that at bat, Siggy. He was hacking at all of them.
Yeah, and he chased all 3 of the pitches, Boog, and that's not an at bat you feel good about as a hitter, but I think we have to give some credit to the guy out there on the mound. Clearly those offerings had some serious deception to him.
Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or 2. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Shohei on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
That one fouled hard the other way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Babe Ruth now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. That one's in there. Strike one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs. Off the plate, and it's 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here is Bryce Harper.
The first baseman, Bryce.
On the mound now, number 86.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Misses outside, and now 2-0.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1 now. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. And Harper down on strikes.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a foul out of play. Out to short. Betts. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Up next for the Phillies, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
And now it is JT Realmuto.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Check on the runner. And he's just back in. Oh, close play. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orion Kerkering.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 50, Orion.
It's Aaron Judge now. 1 for 3.
Los Angeles, the right fielder, number 99.
And Judge spoils that one. Close, but called the ball. And 1-1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Matt Strom, the left-hander, up and throwing. Alvarado warming up as well. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here is Freddie Freeman. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. Fly ball down the line. Henderson running hard to get it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. And that one is inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hit in the air, left field. Henderson on the move. He's got it. And that quickly, 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here in Philadelphia, ready for the bottom of the 8th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. That to right. Brings it in. 1 away.
Up next for the Phillies, the second
And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. Trey Turner down. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Little chopper rolls foul.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Checks over to first, back safely. To short, could be two. Over to Jackie to get one. On to Freeman, double play, inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And we're back. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Number 8, Kike Hernandez.
Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Max Muncy. Big spot for him here. Kirkering back to work. Called strike right there. And that one is lifted in the air. Kepler hauls it in for the out.
Now back, second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
So digging in, Jackie Robinson. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Slams off the bottom of the wall. Robinson rounds second, heads for third. The relay, he's safe, and that's a triple off the wall.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Go-ahead run is third. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Definitely. A strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
With the go-ahead run at third, here at the top of the ninth. And that one clips the corner.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Pitch misses there. And the count 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time.
Now back, the designated hitter,
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. And that's in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. And that is that. One hit in the inning, a triple, but they leave him stranded. So remaining in the game defensively, Max Muncy. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Also into the ball game, Dalton Rushing. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
New arm out of the bullpen, Evan Phillips. That's outside. 1-0. Now he breaks his bat. Throw on to Freeman. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Ricky Henderson. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Late swing, fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one ripped, but foul. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 2. Struck him out looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one missing low.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him. Fights it off, he'll see another. On the ground, right side. It's through for a hit.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Harper.
2 outs, runner at first. And now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Trying to send this to extra innings. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swings and misses, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Matt Strom. This is his first appearance of the season. Here's Betts. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. His 2nd of the year, and they add a pair. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Babe Ruth steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in extra innings. In the air, left field. Henderson moves under it. Makes the catch for the out.
The right fielder, number 99,
Aaron Judge at the plate. Just missed. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joe Ross up and loosening in the pen. Alvarado, the lefty, warming up as well. Judge rips that one back there. And that ball is out of here. Aaron Judge with a rocket. 2nd home run of the inning for him. It's 5-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Matt Strom done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you.
Now Pitching for
A
the
new arm
Phillies,
into the game, the
number
righty,
41.
Joe Ross.
Joe.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Freeman, batting with one down, takes a strike. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Oh, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Two outs, base is empty. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Kepler makes the play, and that is that. Two homers in the inning lead to 3 runs. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Dodgers 5. Back here in Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos.
The right fielder.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tanner Scott.
Power slider guy, Bill. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Clips the corner, and it's 0-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Just missed. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Saves it home, and the runner scores from second. And now just a 2-run deficit. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
JT Realmuto steps in. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. On the ground to third. Zips it across, and Realmuto is out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
And now the center fielder, Max Kepler. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Just missed.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa. That first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One down, Phillies down a run. Fought off foul. Throw to first, and he's back standing.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary.
Some high cheese for strike three.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball, two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Turner in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fastball is outside.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
And fouled off. Out to short, Betts. And that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.